Hi, I'm Jane King, and this is New to the Street in person back here at the NASDAQ market site in New York City. This show is all about public, private, and blockchain companies, how the CEOs, the founders, and the innovators bringing you lots of opportunities to consider. Here we go. PetVivo has a unique and innovative tool that treats osteoarthritis in animals. And with me is the CEO, John Lai, to explain more about this and also some progress you've made. I guess it's been a couple months since we talked, and there was a recent peer review article that was favorable for your spring technology. Tell me about that article, who wrote it, what did it say?
Sure. So Dr. Tamara Grubb wrote the article. She is a professor at Washington State University. Her area of expertise is pain management for canines. And she's also the president-elect of the International Veterinary Academy of Pain Management, which is a very prestigious organization worldwide. And to our surprise, we didn't know anything about the article that was going in. So it's in today's Veterinary Practice Journal. That's the name of the article, and it's a peer review article. And what it basically stated was naming some of the newer products that are coming out to the market, some of the tools that can go into the veterinary doctor's toolbox. And the key takeaway for ours was that our product, Spring with OsteoCushion technology, was addressing the root cause of the problem of the bone-on-bone contact with osteoarthritis, while other products are more focused on symptoms. The second big takeaway was the fact that she said our Spring could be used as a frontline use product. That means, it can be grabbed first as well as NSAIDs, just as equally. And the third takeaway was there's about 83 million dogs in the United States, and 5% or so of those dogs cannot take NSAIDs. They have reactions to it, negative reactions. So our product, Spring, is a really good alternative for that. And she will be talking more about that at upcoming conferences, but this was a very good article to have. And this journal only goes to veterinary doctors. So it's going right to our audience that we needed to. Yeah, it was a nice surprise because
well, this gets interesting. You didn't even know it was coming out.
Yeah.
And so it's like a totally objective look at Spring and what it's doing.
Correct. And I've never talked to her before, even met her. So
okay, that's great. So how many clinics are you in now with this product?
We recently gave an update to the street that we're over 450 clinics as of June 30th, and we're in 47 states. So that's quite the accomplishment, because I think we had about 50 clinics last September. So we're really making good inroads. And with Dr. Grubb's article, as well as multiple studies coming in September and October, at least 3, that will give further evidence to the efficacy of the product in canines and felines, which are, allows our salespeople to really present data to the veterinary doctors in those fields.
Well, that's amazing how many clinics you've added just in less than a year.
Yeah. And it's a testimonial to the effectiveness of the product, because, it's really hard introducing a very disruptive technology like we have, innovative, because it's quite the paradigm shift that the veterinary doctors learn. And when you're sending product without the data behind it, even though we have over 3,000 animals doing really well on the product, the veterinary doctors have a tendency to use it on the worst case animals. Even though we still have really good results. I mean, the vets that come back and say, wow, John, this is like a miracle product. It's amazing what it's doing. But in their mindset, they automatically put us into the last use category. We tried everything else and nothing else works. So it takes a while, and then they start going, well, I'm going to try it on hip dysplasia 6 months later. And then they go, wow, we get great results here.
Yeah.
So we find after a year in the small animal side, they start really feeling comfortable and they'll prescribe it for everything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's a comfort level, I guess, that needs to be reached before you can get there. So patience is important. Well, what a great report, John, the article and the growth. So congratulations, and we'll see you back here.
Yeah, and I look forward to getting back into the studio. I've been so busy. I haven't been able to travel to New York.
All right. Well, I'm sure we'll see you soon.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay.
Lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis can be difficult to treat and debilitating for an animal's health and well-being. Take control of lameness issues and joint pain. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. With just one injection, Spring with OsteoCushion technology targets the root cause of lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis, helping animals do what they do best.
Did you know that a staggering 65% of young adults lack basic financial literacy skills? This alarming data highlights a critical problem in America, one that we can help solve together. That's why you need to visit bcs-kids.com today and introduce your young loved ones to the Sensibles, superheroes on a mission to help kids ages 6 through 12 develop smart money habits, learn basic economics, and have fun while doing it. Subscribe now. Our kids' future depends on it.
RedCloud believes technology will universally change the way in which services are distributed and accessed by people, especially in emerging countries. And with me is the CEO, Justin Floyd. Explain what is open commerce and how is that important to U.S. brands?
When you look at the two biggest growth markets for the purchase of consumers' products now, Jane, that's primarily across two continents. That's Africa and Latin America. Africa, is over 200,000 kilometers long, and sometimes it's hard for people to get their heads around just how big and the size of the country. It's the fastest growing population on the planet at the moment. I think it's currently on track for 2 billion people by the year 2025. And of course, consumer brands, FMCG brands in particular, the brands that kind of manufacture the products that occupy 90% of a typical shopper's daily basket, this is a key battleground for them to be able to win, and particularly US brands. Some of the bigger brands, of course, Coca-Cola, organizations like that, have had a long history in Africa, but with the explosion of that consumer growth, they want to be able to deepen their penetration into those markets. But there's also the kind of startup brands in the US, the really interesting sustainability brands, some of the beauty brands, food, beverages, this is a key win area for them. And so we believe technology will play a critical part in bringing those brands directly to those consumers' doors.
Why do so few of these small businesses operate online?
It's been a technology limitation, and it's the value that they can get from technology. The way in which there's a common misconception FMCG brands customers are the consumers. Actually, it's not. It's actually the retailers and the distributors. Those are their real customers. They want to get as much of their product in the hands of consumers as possible, and they do that almost primarily through small stores, barber shops, convenience stores, everything from kind of hairdressers, beauty salons, where you can buy anything from a kind of beauty product to a beverage to a cup of coffee. This is the key battleground for consumer brands to be able to win. And so they're very driven to create a very simple technology solution that allows those small businesses to be able to buy from them in a much more easier way than is possible today. So far, technology has really bypassed that world. It's been very focused on the consumer. You look at what Amazon's done here in the US, it's incredible. Has created a great consumer experience. But when it comes to businesses buying from each other, which is fundamental to the future of commerce when you're selling to consumers, then that's really lagged behind a lot of other a lot of other technology innovation.
Yeah, interesting. What role does media play in this?
So the media, I think now, I mean, because of course, it's become so much more, for all of us, much more consumptive or much more comfortable. I mean, I remember, I'd hardly even look at videos online even kind of 4 or 5 years ago. Right. YouTube, I thought, was a kind of pop channel. Yeah. Now it's been used as a medium for everything. Yeah. And so we believe strongly that media will play a critical part in the choosing and the working with how brands work with small businesses and distributors to decide which products they each want to sell. Today, if you want to buy, if I want to do business with, say a beauty brand in the US, and I'm a major African distributor across 21 different countries, finding that US partner is extremely difficult. Understanding what their products do. I go onto a website, but it's very static, it's not live, it's not exciting. So we see a tremendous opportunity around media playing a part in which live commerce occurs between businesses, where they can buy, trade, and sell from each other in a much more emphatic way than is possible today, in a much more visual way.
Sure. And what role will AI play, do you think, in all of that?
Well, it's all about, it's all about the predictability. I mean, the holy grail of kind of selling a consumer product is understanding what does your customer want, and when do they want it, and why do they want it, and when you can solve that problem, then you can build great products and brands. So AI plays a critical part in the kind of harvesting of that kind of consumer data, the merchant and retailer data, and really figuring out, this is what people really want, and this is when they want it, and this is why they like those particular products.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Justin.
It's my pleasure. It's nice to see you again, Jane. Thank you.
Did you know that a staggering 65% of young adults lack basic financial literacy skills? This alarming data highlights a critical problem in America, one that we can help solve together. That's why you need to visit bcs-kids.com today and introduce your young loved ones to the Sensibles, superheroes on a mission to help kids ages 6 through 12 develop smart money habits, learn basic economics, and have fun while doing it. Subscribe now. Our kids' future depends on it.
NuZee is a leading coffee technology and co-packing company that provides end-to-end sustainable solutions for clients, ranging from small roasters to large global brands looking to expand into the single-serve and also private label categories. With me is the CEO, Masa Higashida. Congratulations on the anniversary of your uplisting.
Thank you so much. The
3-year anniversary. It's a big milestone for you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. So when you listed on NASDAQ in June 2020, there was a huge COVID pandemic. So there wasn't an opportunity to ring the bell for us. So today is a very, very happy the opportunity to ring it.
Yeah, glad you got to do that. And you have a new partnership with Stone Brewing.
Yes,
Tell me about that.
Yeah, Stone Brewing is a very respected craft beer company. They are the 7th largest craft beer company in the U.S. And they based in San Diego. We are San Diego, so neighborhood. We are very good. We have a very good relationship with their management team. That we drink, maybe a lot. Yeah. So we roasted for their coffee in past 3 years. They sell our coffees seasonally, and they loved our quality of coffee. And we both wanted to do something new, expanded the relationships. So this is why we started this announcement, engagement. But a very, very big opportunity to the company and our shareholders, because Stone is so strong brand awareness they have. So to us, of course, roast grade coffee is easy. At the same time, approach to distributor and the retailers also now very easy because of their brand awareness. So it will be a very good opportunity, and I expect we make a significant revenue for shareholders working with stone.
You have an ESG factor. Explain that.
The amount of waste is approximately 15 billion cups annually. But the pour over and the brew back is a very eco-friendly material. So I'd like to introduce this format to North America. It's a better taste and convenience. No machine required, just mug and hot water. And also brewing 1 cup at a time, reduces waste of coffee and the water. So this is a very important method to not only coffee drinkers, but also non-coffee drinkers too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And also, if you're traveling, it makes it you can take it with you.
Yeah, you can enjoy your coffee everywhere you want. The camping, traveling, at the home, office. So this is a very convenient format, and actually very popular coffee brewing method in Japan. But this is developed only Japan. So I would like to introduce to the world this format. To enjoy that.
Well, I can see a lot of Americans liking that option, actually.
Yeah.
So what's in the future for NuZee?
Yeah, so we have things, what we have achieved, a lot of things we have to do. But if we focus on only expanding this format, the single serve, pour over, and brew back, we would be very busy. We have to focus only these things.
Yeah. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And best of luck to you as you expand globally.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. The Sustainable Green Team is a provider of environmentally conscious solutions in arbor care, disposal, and recycling industry. And with me is the Director of Administration of the Sustainable Green Team, Brian Rivera, and Brian Meier, the Chief Operating Officer. So great to have you both here. So Brian, tell me about the sustainability and how SGTM plays a role in that.
Sure. Well, first of all, thank you for having us. And if I can just give a little bit of props to you and your team. We are just so many companies are really being blessed by what you guys are doing. So thank you for that. And sustainability is a word that we're beginning to hear even more and more in industries. Everybody is looking for sustainability. Sustainability actually is the action or the approach to be able to preserve the well-being of communities and environments. I take that very to heart, if I can say. I have 2 kids that I love with all my heart. Everything I do, I try to really focus and concentrate on their future and what they're gonna do and the life that they're gonna live. And that's why I believe the Sustainable Green Team is so important, and what we're doing in our company has such a great value, because that is exactly what we're doing. We're taking what many people would look as waste, something unusable, something that's gone, and creating a sustainable, rich product that is going to be for the communities and the environment. There's, I'm just thinking right now, off the top of my head, there's this show on TV that I love, I used to watch a lot, and something so interesting that they say in their introduction is that what many people see as junk, we see as value. And I believe that's what our company does exactly.
Yeah.
What many people see as waste that is being sent to landfills, that is just no longer good, we are converting it into a sustainable product that has great value for communities and our environment.
Yeah, I always remember how you guys were cleaning up after the hurricanes in Florida and trying to, you know, reuse some of that debris that was there. So now, Brian, SGTM runs multiple locations. You have 8 locations, right? Subsidiaries, 250 employees.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're the chief operating officer. How do you kind of manage all of that?
Well, it's pretty interesting, as we do have eight facilities. Each one of those facilities are unique in their own set. We have different feedstocks, different manufacturing processes, and in order to do what we need to do and accomplish what we need to do, we have a group of employees that have a large skill set. Matter of fact, I'll just kind of explain it this way. A guy was in my office a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about the different plants and the different feedstocks and the products that we were offering. And he said, "Oh, this is great." He goes, "You know, where's your biggest asset?" And then that question, he was wanting to know location. And it just happened to be, we were kind of getting up and we're going to the truck. I was going to show him another site. And I just put my arm around him and said, "That's our biggest asset."
Your people.
My people. You know, and you know, it's kind of, as Brian was talking about sustainability, our employees, we kind of look at it the same way. You know, those people that we work with every day, we find value in those people, and we want to make their lives sustainable. You know, we have the same commitment to our employees as we do to the environment. And it takes a large skill set, and we have those guys available, and we are blessed to have them in our employment, and they make us who we are. I mean, our biggest asset, again, is those who work for us. And a testimony to that is the founder of the company is still in our employment. The very first employee hired is still in our employment. The second employee that was hired is still in our employment. And you know, if you think about that knowledge base over 8 locations, folks who've been with us years and years and years, and think about that skill set, that knowledge base they have, and multiply that out, it's tremendous. And that allows us to do what we're able to do. And again, the best thing about it is we're taking that knowledge and that skill set and passing on to another generation, so they can pass it on to another generation, so the company can be not only sustainable environmentally, but also in our production.
Yeah, building a legacy. So yeah. And Brian, how can somebody find out more about Sustainable Green Team? Where should they go?
They can go to our website.
Or just Google Sustainable Green Team. It'll pop up.
Or mulch manufacturing, mulchmfg.com.
If I can say something that I always encourage everybody to come, please check out our YouTube
page.
channel.
Yeah.
It's SGTM, the Sustainable Green Team, and right there you'll be able to meet more of the people like Brian was talking about, learn about our products, and really our heart and passion behind everything we do.
No, that's a good point, because I've actually been on there and it shows what you guys are actually doing. So with all the big equipment and everything. So thank you so much, Brian and Brian, for joining me.
Thank you.
SKUR, the true solution for your digital privacy and security. SKUR is a private and secure messaging and email solution hosted in Switzerland, using proprietary military-grade encryption and Swiss privacy laws, giving you true privacy. SKUR doesn't collect or sell your data and doesn't require your phone number or any personal data that hackers target. You can message and email non-secure users privately without the need for others to download SKUR. Visit SKUR.com. Regain and protect your privacy today.
This is your Secure Privacy and Security segment, along with Alain Ghiai, the CEO of SKUR. And the weekly hack topic is Travel. We are in the midst of summer. A lot of people are traveling. I myself am traveling today. And one topic we want to hit today is, now this is what recently happened with me, Alain. The company that's flying me out today books my travel. They book my hotel. They book my airline. So they asked me for a bunch of personal private information through email. And of course, I didn't give it to them through an open source email. I used my secure mail. So let's talk a little bit about the do's and don'ts of sending your personal private information over open source mail.
Yes, that was a very good choice, Anna. Essentially, whenever you communicate, whether it's email or messenger or text, you want to consider what kind of information you are sending, to whom you're sending it, and in what way you're sending it. Those three elements, if you put more thought into it, will reduce dramatically what sometimes we call business email compromise or information theft, essentially through people intercepting that communication. When you use your secure send feature on secure mail, it's essentially an email that gets sent to the recipient for them to click on a link. You can password protect it, time expire, and read limit. And when they click on it, they're connected directly to our servers in Switzerland. So this whole process eliminates you sending an email over the entire internet, the open internet where it can be intercepted. So that's a great idea to do that. The great thing is that the recipient can also reply back using secure reply without having the secure email system called secure mail. That's one way. Another way would be to, protect your identity, encrypt your connection, and so forth. Go to secure.com, SEKUR.com, sign up for any or all of our solutions. There's bundles. If you put promo code privacy, you get 15% off for the next 5 years. And you mentioned privacy. We never data mine you or pull your traffic. So aside from encryption, you also get full privacy because we never data mine your information to sell it or rent it. And that's, try promo code privacy.
Privacy has arrived, and this is going to become more and more important as the days go on. We know that. We see the hacks all over the world, all over the news, and it's coming to a computer near you. So let's protect ourselves. Alain, great speaking with you and great tips for our viewers.
Thanks, Anna, and safe trip for anyone who's traveling this summer.
Thank you.